Yo, welcome back to episode 10 of Gas Me Up. Today we are with a YouTuber on the verge of taking over. Stay tuned. Yo, today we are with
Johnny420boi. I am a Johnny. I do not 420. And yes, I am a boy.
the GOAT, man.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call myself a GOAT because I'm a certified fucking chump.
Thank you. Yes. Talk your shit, man.
Yeah. For anyone who knows my channel, you know that's a big thing over my place. I want to start off by saying, for anyone who remembers me back in high school, do me a favor and don't do that. Yeah, just don't do that. I was a really weird kid. Yeah, man.
I was gonna tell you, we haven't spoke since like back in Patty Mills class.
Patty Mills. I forgot you called her that.
That's since then. No, we haven't.
I literally just talked about a thing that happened to me in that class. I used to take this fucking big ass water chug to class every day. The chug jug, remember? Yeah. All the homies, Anthony, Jay, remember that one? And man, I would fucking demolish that like the first block. And me and my fucking digestive system, or not, that's not the right word. What is it called?
I'm not good with that.
Yeah, I don't remember the word. Fuck. Metabolism.
There you go.
Yeah, everything just goes through me, dude. That's why I'm such a scrawny motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I drank through that thing the first block, and man, I needed to pee. And I told her straight up, like, hey.
Oh, and she wouldn't let you.
She wouldn't let me because of the hall pass. Some motherfucker was out there with a fucking hall pass.
I remember
Never came back. And I'm like, dude, I need to fucking pee. So like, I literally got up and I told her in her ear, I was like, yo, I really need to take a piss. And she was like, look, if I get in trouble, bro, I just cut her off. I was like, okay, the fuck out of here.
Yo, dip, right?
I just did, bro. I'm gonna pee my pants, bro.
Facts, bro. That class was a trip, bro, the whole year.
I never understood that whole fucking like thing. It's like, why you had to ask permission to take a shit or take a piss? Like, why?
Exactly,
like,
bro.
Dude, you want me to take a shit? Bro, I remember, bro. Some rumor happened back in like JFK. This is like my 4th grade year.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a little explicit. Is that all right?
That's good, bro. That's what we're here for.
So, I heard this rumor. I don't remember the teacher's name, but apparently they were just chilling, and then all of a sudden, someone was like, "Yo, something smells like shit, bro." And they're like, what the fuck? And they're just like looking all over the place.
Yeah.
Bro, there's just a fucking turd on the floor, bro. What? Yeah, like, no joke. And I knew people who backed that story up like, yeah, dude, it was bad. Like, 2 kids threw up when they saw it.
And where was this, elementary? Or?
Yeah, elementary, bro. Like, JFK, man. Oh, man, I got a bunch of nasty bathroom stories from JFK. Oh, God.
Yeah, I never got that why they don't let you, like, multiple people go to the restroom at once.
It's fucking bullshit. It's because all the watches, man. They go smoke in the booth in the restroom.
They take their sweet ass time when they're over here taking a piss.
Like, goddamn, they're drinking the water as they're peeing, bro. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Like, damn, son, you gotta.
Dude, it's crazy. Oh, before I go on, I just want to say I love what you're doing here, man.
Appreciate it.
It's great because when I was a kid and I was doing this, like, it was not looked upon like good. Like, among society. It's like, oh, you're making fucking videos, dude? That's weird. Like, you talk to yourself in front of a camera. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
And not only that, but like, my family didn't like it either. They always made fun of me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they always made fun of me. I mean, I wouldn't do something like a podcast like this. I would do like skits and stuff. Like, I had big influences from like South Park and Smosh and all the early YouTube shit. That shit was a real big influence in my life. And what do you call it? And I did it for years, man.
Yeah.
And now that it's cool to see like everyone else, like from my high school and like all these people I used to know, like come up and do this creative stuff. Like that's fucking sick, bro. Like when I first saw this, like, oh, he's doing a YouTube. I didn't think out of all people you would make a YouTube channel. Like, seriously, that's crazy. And then I see like Diego up in here, and then I see Sebastian up in here, and then Wilson up in here. That's great. Like it makes me kind of nostalgic. It's like, hey, I feel like I'm in high school, and like the way you guys talk and stuff. It's like, Like, I talk like a fucking nerd, bro.
Right, yeah.
Like, and I love you guys' like monotone, like, slang and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
Yeah,
it just makes me feel nostalgic. It reminds me of all the mamadas we would do just in
Yeah,
class and shit,
exactly.
throwing fucking pencils up.
That's what I was. Oh, you were throwing the pencil and get stuck, right?
Yeah. Bro, that shit was tight.
Yeah, everyone back in high school would be like, you're a funny guy. Like, why don't you either start a YouTube or like do something? You know
That's
what I'm
exactly what I tell, dude. I tell, like, even my girlfriend, bro. It's like, I don't know them all that well, but those are some funny motherfuckers, dude. Like, and I'm like this fucking quiet, like, real serious guy, especially in a class where I'm not like really buddy with a lot of people. Not a lot of people know about me. I was running a YouTube channel at that time as well, so not a lot of people knew about it. Well, some people from like middle school who I had class with and stuff knew about that, but the classes we were in, like, I didn't think anyone knew about my channel, so I was just some guy, you know.
I didn't even know either until you were like, yeah, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers and I don't know what. And I was like, oh yeah, this guy. Really?
A long time. Long fucking time. Like 2 channels and like a couple years later. And I was very on and off about it too. Like, I think it was like back in 7th grade I started back up. I did some YouTube videos and stuff. Some very crazy.
You've done it since way back?
Way
7th grade?
back, dude. I even have proof of it too.
Really?
Like, yeah. It's crazy. Like, back in 2010 I made like this first YouTube video with like my cousin.
Yeah.
And it was weird because the way you were supposed to make a YouTube channel back then is that you had to have a Google Plus account. You couldn't just have like a Google account or anything. You had to have like linked to a Google Plus. And I don't know if you know what Google Plus was. It was like this whole different social media like platform that a lot of people would use for like photos and stuff. Basically like Instagram, but like way before, and it fucking flopped, and they just recently canned it a while back. Really? And I learned to make that account by myself. And when I saw that I could upload, like they gave you the opportunity to upload, I was like, dude, we gotta film something fucking now. Literally, somewhere in YouTube you can find it. Moi chasing a Chinese Mexican. And because, like, look at me, dude. I got small fucking eyes, bro. It's crazy. And, like, that's what I've been picked on the whole time, that I'm very Asian looking. I wouldn't doubt it because some of my, what I would say, my previous ancestors, they originated from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think, like, my great-great-grandfather's last name was, like, Ling or something.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, crazy ass shit, dude.
Oh, that's dope.
But it's weird because, like, out of all of my family, I'm the only one who looks like this.
Oh, for real?
Is my dad my real fucking dad?
You gotta start questioning everything,
Bro, I question, and they don't get into that, bro.
Oh, they're like, let me switch the combo.
Yeah.
What you going?
Like,
what do you want for
me? Be like, hey, why are you asking that? And I'm like, what? What's wrong with me asking that? Man, fuck. All right, let's switch from that. I don't want to talk about that. All right,
you gotta switch gears here.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, did COVID hit, or like within your family or with your channel, as you were trying to come up with some content? Did it affect you in any way?
I wouldn't say. I actually I could have had a lot of benefits from it because back then I was doing like school like 24/7. I was living on my own at a college dorm, and I was chilling, man. I was living the life. I was finally
by yourself,
chilling, and I was the happiest I could ever been, man.
Really?
And I didn't do so much videos because I guess since I had moved in with roommates, it was kind of like I had to get used to like filming in front of like my roommates and stuff.
Yeah, I get you.
One of my roommates was like my friend Carlos. I don't know if you know him. He was with me for a while. And, from there, I couldn't make a whole lot of, like, great content because the scenery wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
The dorm area was fucking hot garbage, bro. It was so bad. I couldn't stream anymore. I couldn't, like, upload. Like, dude, one time I made, like, this fucking SpongeBob video game review, and it took, like, half a day to upload. It was so bad. So it wouldn't necessarily mean like it affected my channel really bad. I think the only thing it ever affected was I was supposed to make this real big like review for this game, for this Yoshi game that I really, really liked. And I had like a skit planned, and I still to this day I have the script, and I was supposed to film it. And like there's one scene where I was supposed to wear this fucking stupid Yoshi hat and just walk around like the mall or something with it. Crazy stupid shit, right? And it didn't happen.
It hasn't happened.
Especially since I have a lot of anxiety and stuff. Like I can't do public spaces.
Yeah.
Like I went to the gym today and it was packed. I panicked. I was like, yo, I know I'm vaccinated, but fuck, dude. There's like, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to punch a lot of people in the face.
But it scares you because of COVID, or
it
just your anxiety?
Because of COVID, because it's like, you know, I have family members who are they're very sick. Yeah. Like I have a grandma who has lung disease and stuff, and the whole time I was worried about her. Yeah. But she never got it. Now she's vaccinated. Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah. We took care of that and stuff. And my mom actually got COVID.
Really?
Yeah. And it was weird because I had stayed at my dorm for like a couple of months, and then I went back because I was like, everything's online. I don't think it's a great financial decision for me to stay here. If I stay here for a couple more months, I'm gonna go broke. Especially I don't have a job and anything. Bum material. That's what I tell myself all the time. Bum material, bro. I'll go back and fuck, like my mom's got COVID and shit, and I'm like, well, I came at a really shitty time.
Right.
I thought I was gonna catch it. I went through like 4 COVID panic scares, man, and I survived all of them. Yeah. And somebody had told me today, maybe you did get it, and maybe you're just asymptomatic, because when you got the vaccine, that shit fucked you up. And I'm like, dude, for real, I got the vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Yeah. I wanted to die, bro. One of the worst fucking nights of my life. Bro.
I heard that one fucking hits you like,
dude. And I think it hits harder because it's the one and done deal.
Yeah, it's
like
only
dose.
one, right?
So I feel like it's a stronger dose, bro.
God damn. Yeah, all the homies have gotten that one. They say body aches and headaches, and they can barely move their even body when they're like in bed and shit.
Bro, I was literally like on my bed with my feet up in the ground for like an hour because it's just unbearable pain on my legs. It was so bad. I was like crying in my shot. I cried like a little bitch. I literally thought I was gonna die.
Nah, the vaccine I got is the Pfizer one. That one's Pfizer. I didn't feel anything with that.
Yeah, a lot of people take it differently, man. A lot of people's bodies take different. I had a friend my friend Roger took the John & Johnson one, but that fucker's just built different.
Nah, I didn't do
shit. Fuck you, Roger. He always fucking complains about it.
That's crazy.
Not complains about it, but brags like how it's just built different.
Yeah. You know how they say COVID started in like China and stuff?
Yeah.
And I was scrolling to Twitter, and then something came up. I don't know if it was Twitter or TikTok, but something came up that it was supposedly made in a lab. Did you hear about that or no?
I've heard like conspiracy theories. I usually don't like tend to hear that because I always like just call out bullshit and stuff. Like it's not my type of thing. Like I hear people really like your videos that you're talking about theories and stuff. I'm like, man, I wish I could like invest my time. Like I hear about these theories, but I don't invest in them because it's like, man, some people really get into them. Like I've had arguments with like people. They're really into the conspiracies and they think they're real, and I'm like, well, you do know they're conspiracies, right? Like the microchip shit. Yeah. Like, who the fuck thinks you're gonna implant a fucking microchip? Okay, they take all this fucking time, and it's even longer to develop this super like advanced fucking vaccine to help the community and to help like the population get back on its track. No matter what you think of the government planned it to kill off people to ease up the population.
Control the population.
Yeah. Like it really doesn't make sense, especially if you're like a real good like technical like architecture guy. I don't know the proper term for it, but if you think about like motherboards, like how SIM cards are made or how like microchip, dude, the fucking smallest thing we're gonna have is a SIM card, and those things are not even technically advanced. It's things that are like small, and like if you can have as much technology that small, it's gonna cost a fortune.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna cost a fortune. So you think scientists didn't have enough time to develop a vaccine within 9 months to be effective, but they have the fucking time and money to make fucking microchips the sizes of SIM cards, not even SIM cards, like smaller, like cell small, to track you fucking down. Man, you think people want to know where the fuck I'm at? Why the fuck government want to know when I'm just chilling and doing what I'm doing?
You never know, because that's what Google does. They store all of your shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's called cookies, man. People forget about that. Like, oh, I get these ads and stuff from stuff. It's like, well, yeah, because like you're looking up stuff and the cookies will recognize it and they'll throw advertisements as it goes. Like you need to understand that algorithm. People like kind of just tend to like shoo it away.
I'm one of those people that
what I do believe is TikTok does fucking listen to you, and on the fly too, bro. Holy shit! Like there's some times, like for example, I was playing these games. Yeah. I recently got into Apex Legends because it just came out to the Switch. I'm like, hey, this is fun. I haven't played it since it fucking came out. The last time I played it is when we were in class. Yeah, that was the first time I played it and the only time I played it. So I'm like, yeah, let's play it and stuff. And I'm talking to my friends and stuff, and we're playing and we're talking about Apex, whatever. Had some fun. literally as we're waiting in the lobby, I go in my fucking TikTok and I'm getting Apex content like back to fucking back. Other game that I don't even play called Valorant. These guys fucking play Valorant all the fucking time. I'm getting fucking ads from like Valorant and shit, dude. I don't even like it either. It's like, what the fuck, TikTok? Quit it.
I honestly do think that they hear you out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At least some apps. I remember it was back in the day. There was this kit, right? It was called 23andMe. I don't know if you heard about it.
I don't think I've heard about that.
23andMe kit, right? Google invested around $3.9 million into it. So it was basically 23andMe would collect your data, right? So they'll get your data and they'll tell you your nationality and stuff. Or let's say if you had high blood pressure, they'll send you pills to like fix that, you know? So 23andMe, they say that they don't spread your information around, or they don't leak your stuff, right? But yet again, that's what Google does. And so you spit into the little cup, right? And you send it to them. Now, one thing so Google's very smart, right? Like they're always planning ahead. That's for sure.
Motherfuckers are smart up there, dude.
And what's one thing that's for sure gonna happen in the future? At least in the 20 to 30 years from now, I believe that age reversal will happen with the technology that we have.
Yeah.
And as it continues to grow, as it's growing, I do believe that age reversal will be possible in like for you to look younger when you're older. You get me?
I'd be so down for that, because I also said today that I want to die after 40, dude. Fuck this. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to be like 80 and somebody just seeing my nuts and changing my underwear and washing my ass. Like, nah, man, I'm not for that.
Are we down to look younger in a couple years, or like in 50 years from now, look younger? Yeah. Okay, and so to finish off the little, they say it's a theory, but it might be true. So it was so they get your information, right, and then maybe in a couple years, like 50 years from now, right, when you have the technology to do the age reversal, 23andMe will send you an email like, you want to do the age reversal, here's your DNA that we've had when you were younger, because you need DNA from when you were young, right? So they start them young. They'll be like, here, send us $50,000 for this, and they'll send you back your DNA. So that's really smart by Google. That was a theory that's what they're planning. So they're planning ahead for that, which is really smart because it will be expensive.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how expensive it would be to do age reversal.
Bro, but like, how does the money just run out of fucking money? You guys make it, you dumbasses. Like, just make more.
That's another. They say it's like print machines, no? That's how they make the money?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Just print it. We got the technology, dude. We were dumb as fuck. All right. Back to what I was saying earlier about me seeing you do all this. Surprisingly, for you starting off, you're doing amazing. Like your commentary, your enthusiasm, like it's great, dude. I look at videos back when I used to start. Bro, I'm literally just like this fucking emo kid. Like, today we're gonna be reviewing like this NES game on the Super Nintendo, fucking some shit like that, right? It's crazy, man. Like, I wish I started off like you. It's crazy. And
honestly, I wish I started way back, like, let's say, like when you started.
Yeah.
Because you say you've been doing this since 7th grade, right? Yeah. I really wish I had started earlier.
And the great thing about that is that the reason why I started off so slow and where it took time for me to take off is because, like, man, no one knew me in high school. I mean, everyone knew me in like middle school and in elementary. Elementary, I was a shithead. I was fucking gagalero, running off campus, throwing tables to like teachers and stuff. I was that kid. I was that kid. I was the the silver teeth activity kid, bro. Oh shit! I was the silver teeth kid, bro. But I never had silver teeth. And then I just grew up, and my brother had like this whole emo phase, and I just followed him through that, and then I started getting into like screamo and deathcore, and I was just going through this great, and people didn't like that shit. People didn't like that shit. They saw me and they're like, man, get out of here. Like, I tell my friends, I'm like, dude, how the fuck did you allow me to be like friends with y'all? It's like, cause like you do your own thing, but when you're with us, it was completely different. I was like, we shared the same personality and stuff. But like outside of school and stuff, I was into like a whole bunch of things that was not universally accepted yet, like within like our community and stuff. It wasn't until like high school when like a lot of more people started becoming emo and goth, and especially now, like you see high schools now, there's like e-girls and like goth and stuff, and there's people that like shame them for it. I'm like, what the fuck for? Everyone, man, I knew a lot of friends who were like that in high school, and they were picked on, like bullied on. and they went through a lot of trauma because of that. And now that it's socially accepted, like that's badass. Like fucking let them. Like and that's why everyone's like, why haven't you cut your hair yet? I'm like, cause fuck you.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
I'm Johnny420boi with the long hair. Like, when's the last time you seen me with short hair?
I've never seen you with short hair.
So believe it or not, somewhere in high school I had short hair for like 2 years. But I kind of got traumatized because the last time I cut my hair, I had like a fade on the side and I left some of the top like up. But this girl who cut my hair, she left the lineup like up here. Dude. I look like fucking Skrillex for fucking sophomore year, dude. And I just grew it out from there. I grew it up from there, and then I cut it again. And then after that, I think it was junior year. Yeah, junior year. I just started growing my hair. I was like, nah, fuck it.
Fuck it. Let me do me. That's all that matters, bro.
Like, and then my dad would always tease me about it. Like, oh, when are you going to cut your hair? When are you going to cut your hair? And I'm like, dude, it's my fucking hair. The only thing I'm kind of trying to change up because it's like, man, I got no fucking drip. For the longest time in high school, I had no fucking drip. I'm fucking walking around with Mortal Kombat shirts and Game Boy shirts and stupid NES Vans. Like, who the fuck told me it was okay to dress like this? Like these weird flannels? Dude, I had no fucking drip.
Me either, bro. I wish I had drip. I see these.
I look like a nerd. Like the whole time, like, no offense to band kids or anybody, but I was like, man, I really hope I don't look like a fucking band kid, dude. Like, I want to.
I wish I don't look like that guy.
Yeah, like very much like that. And then I look back at myself like, damn, people most definitely thought I was that guy. Not only that, dude, I would walk around with a fucking PS Vita and stuff because, I mean, I loved mobile gaming. Like, I'm a big gaming guy. I love mobile gaming. I loved it since I was a kid. I'm back with the DS,
PSP.
Yeah, the fucking. And then after that, it was. What did I do after that? The 3DS was a big part of my life, and now the PS Vita was a huge part of my life. It got that device. Have you heard about the PS Vita?
I've heard about it, but I'm not really sure.
The most underrated handheld console of all time, dude. Literally, people see a PS Vita and they'll immediately list it as a PSP, dude. People don't even know that thing fucking exists, and we can thank that for this. Because at the time, fucking Flappy Bird and Temple Run was popping and shit, and everyone just wanted to play that. No one wanted to play fucking something like, what do you call it, this Killzone game on fucking PS Vita or Mortal Kombat 9 that you could only play on PlayStation 3. Dude, you can take that shit on the go. I fucking love that shit, dude. Yeah. And that's why I love, like, the Nintendo Switch and stuff. And the Nintendo Switch is kind of what, like, boosted my audience in my YouTube channel because I started doing a lot of reviews. But I'm kind of shying away from that now because now I have the equipment that I really wanted to do the stuff I wanted to do. Right. It's like gaming stuff mixed with like really nice like production value stuff, and that's what I'm getting to. But yeah, back to what I was saying, like I was like that for a very long time. I think it wasn't into like junior year where I was like, maybe I should just start dressing more casually. I was a very edgy kid growing up. I thought fucking normies and I'm wearing fucking Nike shit and Air Forces suck and rap sucks and all I want to hear is my music. Dude, I was very close-minded, man. But it took me a while to get to be like, you know what?
Let me just open my mind up. Some other things.
Bit. So I started buying like more expensive shoes. I was wearing New Balances, bro.
Those are fire, bro.
I mean, no, but back then
I have some, bro. Those are clean, bro.
Back then, you would be clowned for them for a while. Honestly, especially if you were like in the freshman, like sophomore year era, like where like you had to have like the top of the line shoes. But like no shame to people who wear New Balances. You can wear whatever the fuck
They're fire, bro. Honestly, in my opinion,
my words should not affect what you should say. It's just my personal experience from what I used to dress like and stuff. So I'm just like, you know what, let me start opening up my mind. Let me start wearing like Nike stuff, Under Armour stuff. Let me go to Express and buy some nice jeans and stuff. My mom can, help me out with that. She offered me to be like, let's dress a little nicer. The only thing I didn't like is that I wore a cap throughout my whole fucking high school.
I wish I had worn caps in high school, bro. We're like complete opposite.
Yeah, no, dude. Like literally, it wasn't even until recently where I started taking care of my hair because my hair was damaged. I didn't give a shit about my hair. I was just putting all this fucking 3-in-1 man shampoo that has all like these crazy ingredients that fuck up your hair. Man, when I started dating my girl, it was a whole different thing, man. I started getting into like all these feminine products and stuff and learning how to take care of my hygiene and stuff. It was great. Especially with my hair. The hair was a big part of it. And now I'm just using like appropriate shampoo and all that stuff. And then I'm just hiding it off with this fucking cap. And I'm like, I should stop wearing my cap a whole lot often. So I was debating like, should I wear the cap now? Because that's what people basically see me as. Like, if they see Johnny420, but there's a fucking cap. There's a signature cap. I'm not wearing the cap today. I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask you, do you miss any video game like from back in the day?
You did not want to ask me this question. Marvel versus Capcom. One of my favorite video game franchises of all fucking time. I grew up with this game, and it came back.
Yeah,
it did came back in 2017, but it flopped really bad because it's a whole story. It's like, you know, the Inquisitions with Marvel and Sony and Fox, and I don't know if you know that, but like why those movies were never connected, like something like Deadpool and Spider-Man and then the Avengers, why they were never tied in, because those were owned by different studios. Those properties were owned by Fox and Sony. Like Sony owns Spider-Man. They still do. They're only sharing the rights with Disney so they can cross him over in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because it's fucking money. It's Spider-Man. And now that Disney bought Fox and stuff, now they own the rights to Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Deadpool. So now that new Deadpool movie that's coming out, it's gonna take part in that universe, the Avengers universe.
Right.
It's crazy. Super nerdy shit like that, right? Well, before that Inquisition happened, it was all separated. So whenever it came down to another Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom was always about one thing: the X-Men. The X-Men was like a big part of this fucking fighting game roster, and the roster was huge. You had Spider-Man, Venom, Quicksilver. I mean, not Quicksilver. What's his name? Iceman, Cyclops. All these crazy ass fucking superheroes, Doctor Doom and stuff. And you were allowed to. Who's calling me? My mom.
Come on now, we're in the middle of it.
You had all these crazy characters and stuff. That was not possible anymore because licensing and copyrights just changed everything. So when a new game came out, it was only about the Marvel heroes that you would see in the movies, and then the Capcom characters, and it was called Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and it flopped, and that basically killed the franchise. A franchise that was already dead. It had died because of that Inquisition, because of those copyright owners, and then they brought it back, and people were like, they're bringing it back, and we're gonna see the X-Men now and Doctor Doom and all this crazy like collabs stuff. And it didn't happen. They just had like Captain Marvel and Groot.
That shit flopped bad.
Yeah, it just did not. It didn't even have the budget either. So, Marvel vs. Capcom's a big mystery right now, and I hate that. It breaks my fucking heart.
Maybe you can relive it, bro. Like what's the word? Spark it back up.
Man, there's bigger people out there that have tried. There's this big YouTuber, one of my favorite big YouTubers of all time, Maximilian, dude. He loves Marvel vs. Capcom as much as me, and he's a huge fan of it. And he's made like trending on Twitter about Marvel vs. Capcom to bring it back. He's made his voice out there that there is a fucking community for this thing, and it means to a lot of people, including myself.
Yeah.
Capcom's just wiping their ass. Well, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Street Fighter 6, man. No one wants that shit.
Now. The OGs are the ones that will smack right now.
Not only that, but you know what I would want more than anything than a new game? Just have them bring back Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And it's a game that's just treasured. You can't buy that game anywhere. You can't go on an Xbox store or a PlayStation store and buy that game. You want to buy that game, you're either going to have to pick up a PlayStation 2, you're going to have to pick up a Dreamcast, or actually emulate the game, like basically pirate it on your computer and play it that way. Yeah. But there's no official way you can buy that game. There's no way. I have a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on PS2. That's one of the most rarest PS2 games out there. Yeah, that like complete in box, you're talking about like $300. Brand new sealed, you're talking about like $700, man.
Fuck.
Yeah. And I have that game, just the disc only. I've been trying to track down the actual like box for it. So if anyone has it out there, hit me up, please.
Send a DM, please.
At Johnny420boi on Twitter, please. That'd be very well appreciated. Let me ask you a question. What's your history with video games?
It started honestly with Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, the Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2. Those were honestly what got me going with video games, at least. Yeah. Well, honestly, to go a little bit back, Guitar Hero and Wii Sports.
Yeah,
that was honestly
fucking tight.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I missed the most: the Wii Sports and the Guitar Heroes.
And the thing is, like, Guitar Hero came back as well, but
really?
It flopped. You ever heard of Guitar Hero Live? Guitar Hero and Rock Band came back. And
I remember
they were supposed to be like this huge clash again. It's gonna be back like the early 2000s, and it's coming back. Yeah. Came out, and no one gave a shit.
Fuck,
no one gave a shit.
I would die to play that game again, bro, with the guitar and everything.
It's crazy. You know what's crazy now? That there's now like a modded version of Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but it's like on the computer. So if you own like an actual like Xbox 360 Guitar Hero guitar, you can connect to a computer, and like people make Guitar Hero songs out of anything. Somebody makes a fucking corrido as a guitar, like a
I think I've seen TikToks.
Yeah, people make that's that fucking thing.
Yeah,
like they'll make anything, dude. Like anything.
That's low-key dope, no?
Yeah, it's fucking tight. I always see my friend play it and shit, and it's super tight. Fucking people putting anything on it, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. And I was gonna ask you, because you were talking about pirating games and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about your last video, bro. That shit was a banger, bro. Honestly, props to you, bro.
Thanks, man.
That shit was fucking awesome.
It took me a while to do it, especially since it was all the equipment that I've got. Now that I got the equipment to do a video like this,
bro. Oh
now I have the time to do it. It's my time to shine, and I'm gonna fucking do it. Like I'm not a cinematographer or anything. Like I'm not a big film guy. I don't know much about film, but I do adore just the production of just videos and stuff. So I'm like, I wonder what I could do if I tried my best. And there's some things that helped me back here and there. Not having a crew was like a big like hole in my career. Like that's just that's stopping me from doing a lot of things that I want, because I don't have a camera guy, I don't have a sound guy. Especially when it comes to editing, I'm doing editing and everything. So with that video, I had a lot of help from like Roger and his girlfriend, and my girlfriend too. Like she actually went out to the convention center and like held my gimbal. That's fucking heavy. It's heavy because it's got like a fucking DSLR camera with a microphone and the gimbal, and it's just like it's super steady shots and stuff. And she helped me out with that, dude. And I like shout out to you guys. That video would not be possible without
bro. That shit is a banger. Y'all killed that shit for real.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm very proud of that. I think that's like some of my best work. And I always say that about every time I make like something big. But honestly, like the production value that comes to that video. Like, I don't want to chew my own horn, man. But
nah, bro, you have to, bro.
That's like, wow. I didn't expect it to come out that good either. And it was crazy because I posted a picture of
snap,
me.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. I wanted to slide up, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
So what happened, many bro? People did.
Bro,
I posted a picture of me all bloody and shit. And I'm like, and I was just throwing teasers like here and there. And the thing is, it had been like 3 months since I had posted. Since the last video I did was my Christmas special.
Yeah.
That was my PlayStation 5 Christmas special. And I was just stuck in this like hole of like what to do and stuff, and school was in the way. I was severely like tired, and I just didn't want to do anything. But until I got out my ass and did something like that, right? And so yeah, man, like I really liked the video. I wrote the script for it. I don't even know how I got the idea. I'm talking about, I don't even know how. I think it just came to me in a night. Oh, I think it was funny. I think the way it started, because at the end of the video, I'm hyperventilating and I'm like breathing hard. One night I hyperventilated. I woke up breathing hard. I was like, I was like, what the fuck? And that line, when I said, what the fuck? I was like, hey man, I can make a video out that. Like, I should do that. I should do something serious and like gloomy and stuff. Like, I should fucking do that.
And then when Uncle Roach came out, bro, oh my god, bro, I was cracking up with Uncle Roach.
So yeah. And the whole like gimmick behind that is that Nintendo of America is very, very protective of their properties. Yeah. So like people will make fantastic fan games. They'll make fantastic fan games of something like Mario or Zelda or Metroid. And instead of like hiring these people to work for them, they're like, hey, you can help us like bring this project and make it official and bring it to fans who really want a new game out of this franchise. You know what they fucking do? They send you a cease and desist letter and they sue you. And they say, get this shit off the fucking internet, we're suing you. And they send like people to court. They send a lot of like Switch modders to court. And man, and that's why everyone leaks your shit. No one likes you, Nintendo. I love Nintendo's games, but dude, as a company, they do some very fucking stupid things. So yeah, and they're always like against that, like infringement and stuff. So that's what I wanted to do. It's like, what if I made like this review, because that's kind of like the gimmick of my channel, that it's a lot of reviews, and something I really wanted to change up. Like, I don't want my channel just to be reviews anymore. So like, what if I trick it to seem like a review, and it just turns like a full 180 and it's something completely different, and it's like this member of Nintendo finds out that I'm like copying games on this fucking little card for the Game Boy, and he just tracks me down and he fucking kidnaps me.
The Men in Black come and get you.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I brought up the idea to Raj, and he's like, yeah, I guess I could do that. He's like, I guess I could do that. And when he did it, he had a lot of fun doing it. It was great. I would have done a whole lot more in it, but I wanted to get it out. I was I'm planning to do something very soon, like in the same remarks of like that type of quality. So hopefully I can go back into it. I'm almost done with school, so maybe in the lines of like that time period, I'll get something out.
So you want to do something other than reviews? You want to expand more?
I want to expand way more. I want to do something that I've always wanted to do, which was like skits and stuff and like scripted stuff. And I've always wanted to do things like that. And it's only because I did the reviews and stuff because they did get me views. One of my biggest videos right now on YouTube is like, 64,000 views. And it got me a lot of traction. It got a lot of my subscriptions up. And it was like a 5-minute Mortal Kombat 11 Nintendo Switch review. Yeah. Super, I was gonna say shitty, but no, it's not shitty. It's just budget it's set up. iPhone. It's simple. iPhone 6. Just the camera and me having like the Switch right there in front of the camera and me playing right in front of it. Super simple stuff, but that thing got me views. So I wanted to gain an audience off that and just continue to do that because if that's the type of attraction that my viewers like, and that's what brings people in, I would do that. And I got in like great. Great experience with that. Like for example, I did this Doom Eternal review for the Switch, and the developers who ported the game over to the Switch, like that brought that game over, they saw the video and they put it on Twitter like, hey, we really liked your video and stuff. Oh, that's crazy. The guys who helped bring this project to my hands actually saw my video. Like, that's great. But as I grew older, I was like, you know what? Well, as my channel got older, I'm like, I don't want to be doing like this real generic review stuff. I want to do something that makes me happy. What do you call it? For example, I did a lot of reaction videos to like Marvel movies and video game trailers and stuff, but they never hit. Yeah. So I was just like, nah, I'm not happy making this content. A lot of people don't want to make this content. So in the line, sometimes I'll make like reviews or tech talks and stuff. Yeah. Not TikToks, tech talks.
Tech talk. I was like TikToks. You kind of blew up on some TikToks, though.
Oh yeah. Some stupid fucking TikTok I made with me in a Yoshi costume got 2.5 million views. I don't know, dude. And I've tried to make something after that, but TikTok's algorithm just makes you just.
Oh my god! Don't even tell me about it, bro. Every time I upload, 20 views, bro. I hate that.
Man. It's very hit or miss. Like you gotta be like a great. You got to be out there, man. Yeah. And I feel like you have the potential to be out there, especially with your humor and stuff, man. Like, that one TikTok was a one and done deal. You think I'm going to be fucking doing shit like that all the time? And try, like, when I made that video, like, maybe I should make TikTok my platform. But I was like, no, I really don't want that because I'm not fucking funny. Like, I don't know.
What you can be, bro.
About? I mean, sure. I mean, people find me.
Hey, there's a reason that video blew up. You get me?
Yeah. So, yeah, man. It all just... It takes a lot of work. Yeah. But you keep grinding, and you'll get to places that you never think you'll get to, man. And I learned that a very special way because, man, I've done things that were, my parents didn't really approve of. Well, not my parents, but a parent didn't really approve of. He hated that I played video games and that I was into all this crazy stuff, but. Back in high school, and I was making games, and I was going to Corpus and meeting all these kids from all over the state. And
you traveled to play video games?
Yeah. Oh well. Competitively? Back in high school, I was in a program called Skills USA, and I was developing video games. Yeah, I did it for 2 years. Did it for 1 year. I got first place. Yeah. We went to Corpus, and I think we got like 4th place there or 9th place out of the whole state. Yeah. For video game development, and then the next year I did everything on my own. Had a little help with my girlfriend and stuff, and we both went together and we got 2nd place there, and we went back to Corpus again, and I met a whole lot of people.
You made good connections.
Not only that, but I got to meet some industry guys who are in the video game industry. Like I think one of the guys who critiqued my game, it was through like a Zoom call thing. I think he worked on Apex Legends. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he worked on Apex Legends. Like, yeah, one of the developers for Apex Legends is critiquing the games here for Texas and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's fucking insane.
I need to get in there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. And I got to sit down with a bunch of guys and stuff, and industry guys who are like into all this stuff, and they make it for a living. And they're just like, yeah, great job. They
should keep it up.
I mean, they won't sugarcoat anything. They'll tell you something looks fucking garbage. They'll tell you. But they're like, we know what you're going for, like that indie style. You understand, like the the material and like what you're going for and stuff. And I tell them like the only thing that's holding me back is just the coding and like all these other aspects, because video game development is not fun. It's not fucking fun. The modeling, the audio,
it's too much
coding,
work.
it's too much work for one, especially one person.
Yeah.
But dude, like, believe it or not, a lot of people who work in the video game industry, just like Activision, like people who work in Call of Duty, they do not get paid well. No, fuck no. They get like paid like a little over minimum wage for very, very hard work. And Activision does not give a shit about you because you're working in a huge office with other different people. They're doing the same thing as you are, and you're just helping out, polish up the game. That's why when you finish a game, there's a fucking huge list of credits. There's so many people that work on it. So something like an indie developer, like a group of 4 people, for example, the people who developed Among Us.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys are fucking popping right now. There's like a team of 4. Yeah, they're a team of 4. They don't have to worry about like paying off all their developers to make their game and stuff. That revenue is all towards them, and they can use that revenue for ads and commercials and all that stuff, and making the game better and stuff. That blew up, but that's more successful than a game. That's more beneficial for a small company because they can, for the long run, they're set for life.
Yep.
Than a single person working in a huge third-party studio developing for a Call of Duty game that no one knows that you worked on it, And that's the sad part. There's a lot of crunch time. There's a lot of people who have mental issues, like mental health issues, working in like huge video game studios like Rockstar, like Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. A lot of developers left the studio because they just couldn't handle it anymore. It was night and day, work, never saw family. It's troubling, man. They seek counseling and stuff. And that's what's crazy. I mean, I wanted to do video game development for a very long time. Yeah. And it's not it. That's not it for you. I mean, if you have a passion for it, go ahead and do something unique and stuff. And if you can land a job where you think you could do it, do it.
Go for it.
But your mental health comes first. You make sure that you're as healthy as all times to do something like that. You're mentally prepared to do something like that. If you're up for the work, it's work, man.
Now, I was gonna ask you like hate, if you got any hate when you first started and stuff, and did it bother you and stuff?
Did I have any hate? I did.
You did?
Yeah. Just some random people, like on the internet, who would find like my small video. They would have nothing nice to say to it, and that's because the quality wasn't good and stuff. And most definitely, people close to me. That's just where I'm gonna say that. I would get teased a lot. For recording and speaking, like they thought I was talking to myself and stuff. And even to this day, like I'll have fucking videos where people will be like, "Dude, you're ugly as fuck." Damn.
But that shit doesn't bother you, or you let it get to you? Maybe
I can sit here and bullshit you and say it doesn't bother me. Yeah. Like I'm a fucking macho man and I can take it, right? But I'll be real, man. Like, I'm very sensitive. I have a lot of anxiety. I think a lot of things. And just if you catch me in a bad day, my brain can go everywhere. Everywhere. And I don't want to, like, bring it, like, to a dark tone or anything. But it's like, it's okay to feel that way. If you don't think you can handle it, just go ahead.
You don't have to be a macho every time.
Like
bro.
If it bothers you, it's gonna bother you. But you know what, you learn from experiences like that. Because there's things that used to bother me so much back then, and it would just mentally destroy me. And I just look back at it now, it's like, well, that's fucking stupid. Like, why did I fucking cry over that? You know what I mean? But yeah, like here and there, you're gonna get your haters. You're gonna get your haters. You're gonna get people who dislike what you do. There's gonna be people who think you have an ego because you do what you do, and just because you're doing what you love and you see like success out of it, and you just pat yourself on the back for it, dude, go ahead and do so. Fuck what other people say.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to see you succeed, bro. Especially down here in the valley, bro. They don't want you to succeed or be better than them at least.
Yeah, and that's why like what I do is kind of rare here in the valley.
Yeah.
But it's because people were not into, like, for example, my content. Like, not everyone here in the valley is like into video games or a huge video game nerd like me. There's people like me who they'll go to conventions and stuff, and they'll go to some, for example, like anime, right? Like anime is bigger than what I do, and I'm not even into anime, surprisingly, because I look like a person who is. I'm not into anime, And you know, there's communities out for that and all that stuff. But you look at like the structure of the valley, it's like, you think the majority of the valley really wants to all go to like an anime convention or something like that, or a video game convention, or PokeFest or something like that. There's communities for it, but like I guess the way I see it is that, you know, especially since it's the RGV is very, especially down here, it's very like Hispanic, like influenced and stuff. It's all about like going to bailes and like going to clubs and all that stuff. And a perfect example,
no, you're good.
A perfect example is what's his name? That downtown YouTuber.
Steve Franz or something.
Stevie A. Franz. Like, no hate or shame. Like, I don't think his like content's like all that great. I'll, especially since I think like he can make extremely good quality videos. Like, I don't think his editing is great. I don't think a lot of the things he does is great, but
his videos do good.
His videos do badass, and that's what the RGV loves. They love seeing fucking drunk people fucking say the stupidest shit ever, and like, you know, especially, it doesn't even matter like how it looks or how the production value goes and stuff. If it gets you fucking money, does my fucking opinion matter? No. You go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, call me a hater, but like, I shouldn't stop you from succeeding and stuff. You know, you do everything that makes you successful in your square. Like what makes in the community that you adore and stuff. So his is like, you know, the McAllen kids and all that stuff, and they like him.
That's what everyone loves.
Everyone loves it. It's a fucking banger. Like I could spend hours and months doing that crazy ass video like I did the Johnny versus Nintendo. Put this crazy ass like production value in it and thinking that it's gonna blow up, and it doesn't. But a simple video like that does. And it's like, it makes you think like, what the fuck?
It kind of gets
like,
you right.
What? Like, what am I doing wrong? But it's like, no, dude, that's his fucking audience. Like that's where everything is gonna happen in terms of like revenue and, you know, views and stuff. He's gonna have that support. You know what I mean? And same thing with me and you. Like, you're a more popular guy than I am, and that's the thing that I've like studied throughout your channel, is that it's gaining popularity and stuff because you know people, man. People have known you all through high school and stuff, and man, me and you weren't even like buddies, bro. And I knew who you were. Like, you know, you made a name for yourself. A lot of people that I know in high school made a name for yourself, and that the fact that you're doing something like this is perfect, because it's like you have the support for it. You know what I mean? Me, I was like a nobody, you know what I mean? And I started doing what I'm doing, and here I am, and I'm still doing it. And now I'm getting the support, and now I'm fucking here talking
you're blowing up, dog.
You know, I'm fucking here with you. Like, you know, guy, we weren't even like close or anything, but you know, it's cool.
It's all about coming together, bro, and working together to get, I don't want to say get out of the valley, but like do bigger things. You get me?
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like, for example, I'm going to school for digital media. I'm going for like photography and videography and stuff. And it's like, there's not a huge market down here for it. Like, surprisingly, because now I understand like the photography market that is down here, and it's I would say it's I wouldn't say it's outdated, but it's like not a lot of people finish. Like, they don't get a degree in it or anything. Like, videography is something different, because a lot of people love doing videos and stuff. And something like La Jolla has like this crazy media studio with great cameras and great quality and stuff. They have great producers.
I know the guy that does it. He kills it, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, those are very talented people. But something like photography is like, everyone can take pictures. Everyone can do this, but it's like there's a whole lot more in photography than there is. Like, and I'm recently getting into it and like learning how to color grade and learning like how to master Lightroom or Photoshop, and perfect composition and like photos and stuff, like great scenery.
There's a lot of more shit that goes into it.
It's a lot more shit that goes behind photography, and it's like, and there's some like RGV photographers who take pictures and stuff, and they're passionate about it. And I've had some who hit me up and be like, and we'll share our work and stuff. I'm like, hey, dude, if you need any tips about photography, like, go for it. Like, hey, I want to go to school for this. I'm like, dude, go for it, dude. You can basically teach yourself this, because YouTube is like the internet's a great thing, and you can learn everything I've learned from college. I've learned on my own already. Literally, I took 2 like Adobe Premiere classes, like 2 video classes, and 1 Photoshop class. Everything they taught me was like baseline shit that you should know about those programs that I learned a long time ago in high school or by myself. Like, high school started me with Adobe Premiere, and I didn't finish the Adobe Premiere classes because they made me take other classes because I was missing some credits for different electives and stuff that I had to finish, so I never got to go advance in Adobe Premiere. But I really liked Adobe Premiere because it's like I love doing videos.
Right.
So I figured out a way to get Adobe Premiere and self-teach myself so many things when I first got my PC, and like I started doing my videos and stuff and how to do these edits and stuff. And by the time I went to college, when they're teaching me all this shit, I'm just like, I kind of already know all this. And dude, believe it or not, like not to chew my own horn again, but I was like kind of like a top dog student and like at that school, like I would see the other kids' projects and stuff, and it's like they weren't even trying. Like there were some kids who did try, and you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you know, you have to make like a great quality video because some kids, you know, are less unfortunate to have you know, great equipment and stuff. But if you put the passion in, and if you're passionate, keep going for it, dude.
Yeah.
But there's some kids that are filled with themselves, or like they're so full of themselves, and they'll think they're better. And that's the thing I saw at college. Like this guy did not fucking like me. This guy did not fucking like me. I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but this guy in school did not fucking like me, and he was always so like, hey, make sure you're doing this, and make sure you're shooting at 24 frames per second, and make sure it's 1080p, and make sure you're using this encoder. I'm like, dude, I know all this. Like, why are you so up in my ass about this? And then I had like this video, like this little teaser video that I was supposed to shoot for like for the class, and everyone's like, oh, it looks really great and stuff. This was my first DSLR camera, and you know, I color graded and stuff, and I showed it to him like, yeah, that's great, really great. And then when it came to him, he critiqued it the fuck out of it. And then I see his work.
It's ass.
And you know what? Fuck this guy. This guy's an asshole. His work sucks. It fucking sucks. It was awful. I made a music video and it looks fucking garbage. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, how dare you, bro?
I'm telling you, bro, there's gonna be haters everywhere, bro. There's always gonna be that one hater, bro.
And he unfollowed me on Instagram and everything.
Fuck him.
Dude, he fucking like, what the fuck's your deal, bro? Not only that, but he smelled like fucking cheese, dude. God, dude, he smelled like fucking garbage.
It's not even that serious, no?
Nah, it's just like I honestly don't know what it sparked in him. I was kind of more like, I wouldn't say the serious guy, like the group of my little classroom, but it's like everyone was like these really like nerdy guys and stuff, and I'm over here pulling up in fucking like long hair, and like I used to have like this really nice chain and this nice watch, and I bought new shoes, fucking. Financial aid hit, right?
That's
yeah. And then I go to class like really like I'm dressing, bro. I think I'm dressing right. And it's like, you know, I'm very different to these kids and stuff, but we share the same interests. Like for example, these group of kids love anime and they love watching I don't fucking know what anime they watch, but they're really into that stuff and they'll talk about it, and they're really into video games and stuff. But like I'm into video games too, so I'll go talk to that group and be like, hey, yeah, we'll talk about these video games and stuff. And a lot of people didn't even think I was into like games and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Like especially as I grew older and I started like changing my appearance, it's like, do you like play games? Like, what do you do? Especially since like I'm trying to like wear a lot of more like band merch now, because I love band merch. I love the genre I listen to, and I've been trying to wear more merch because as I grew, like the only like band merchandise that I wore were all just passed on to my brother. But now I just want to wear more band merch because I feel like I don't wear enough. And it's like a lot of people just see you and they just make these impressions of you, and it's just like,
worry about yourself, man.
Yeah. Like I don't really care what people think about me. Sometimes I do. Sometimes
it does get to you, but I mean,
especially like in high school, like I said earlier, it's like, well, I wonder what people thought of me in high school. Like, was I really that weird of a kid? I don't fucking know. What'd you think of me in high school?
Nah, well, it's because
I'm honest, bro.
It's because I feel like I knew you even before Pat Garza's class. But
you heard about me. Look at my eyes and tell me you're not lying to me.
Nah, because I remember I would talk to Roger, and that's how I knew you. But I didn't, because Roger's a cool guy. And you would hang out with them, so I'll get that same vibes, you know.
Same vibes.
Yeah,
we're both.
But I mean, you weren't a weird kid. Like at least to me, you weren't.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what people thought about you?
Maybe.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, for a long time in middle school, because it's like I'm this.
And then especially in Pat Garza's, like when we started to talk more, I'm like, nah, like. And then you said I have a YouTube channel, I'm doing this and that. I'm like, fuck, I can relate to this guy, like. You know what I'm saying?
For the longest time, I thought you guys were just teasing me, like, you know what I mean?
It's because they're like real mamones, right?
Yeah. No, those guys are cool, and it's great now because recently, like, they've been showing me a lot of support. These guys in those classes,
in the
like
streams,
Anthony and Jake. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's like Like, these guys I didn't talk to, and they're supporting, and that's fucking great. Like,
that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah,
coming together, bro.
Yeah, I support you, you support me, bro.
That's how it goes.
That's why I was always like fully on board with this dude. Like, oh, dude, he's doing a YouTube channel. That's great.
I appreciate that, bro. You were one of the first ones, actually. And yeah,
man. Like, it's like I said earlier, it's great to see things like that, and especially with like Wilson and her TikToks and stuff. Like, yeah, that's great to see. Like, you what's happening? Like, the fucking internet's badass.
You gotta give them motivation sometimes, because they're like, oh, maybe I'm not hitting now, or like it's because it's not always gonna be consistent, bro. Like the numbers.
I learned that the hard way, because it's like I've been doing it for years, and I'll make like this crazy long video, and it only gets like 50 views and stuff on. And YouTube is a very hard place to blow up on. Extremely hard, because of how overly saturated that website is. Compared to like TikTok, that's only been in the market for what, like 3 years?
Yeah.
Like 2-3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube's like this fucking huge site now, and everyone wants to be a YouTuber now, and everyone wants to be a Mr. Beast, and everyone wants to be like a makeup artist and stuff. And you know, there's communities for it. But if you feel like you want to do it, and you're like, for example, you're shy to do it, like I'm shy to be in front of a camera and do this, and like I want to do it, but it's like I don't think I have like the efforts to do it. Yes, you fucking do.
Yes, you do, bro.
I didn't. I'm pretty sure you didn't.
No, bro.
But you build upon all that experience and stuff. You just build and build and build and build. You look back, and it's like, holy, like, for example, like, you can look back at this in like fucking 7 years, and you're probably blown up. You have your own studio, acoustic paddings everywhere, great fucking studio lights, great podcast, and you look at this like, dude, I used to do this in a little small space and stuff. That's crazy how, like, you know, you want that to happen. Yeah. So keep doing
That's the main goal, bro. You got any message for any up and coming creators that want to maybe do something? Maybe start a YouTube channel, or do, you know?
That's all I can say, man. Like, just if you want to do something, do it. Even if it starts to be like being a band. Like, if I want to be like an artist or a rapper or something, do it. I mean, even if it's gonna sound harsh and stuff in terms of like the audio and stuff, like a lot of SoundCloud rappers go in and, you know, things sound rough and everything, and it's like, but dude, everyone starts off like that.
You're never gonna know until you try it.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Michael Jordan just picked up a basketball and was great? Nah, like it took time for him, you know.
No, I get you, man. I get you.
And I was gonna ask you, do you have any up and coming projects you wanna?
Up and coming projects, not as of right now. I'm still in the process of planning, especially after that big video that I did. Yep. I was actually supposed to film this like Mario skit, because there was like this whole Mario event that happened recently where he fucking dies. And I was supposed to poke fun at that, but maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll just throw like a little flashback at it. Maybe I'll do it, but nothing super serious right now. Maybe watch out for an upcoming Homeboys plays, just the playthroughs with me and my friends. It's just a funny moments, gag stuff. Look forward to this.
Yes, sir.
You're probably watching it already.
Coming soon, baby.
Maybe more streams. I'm almost done with school. I'm gonna try to prioritize more streams. So come and hang out. We'll play like Warzone, or
we can squat up, bro.
Oh shit! Fucking gas me up, Johnny420boi right here, man.
Getting dubs, dog.
All day, every day, man.
Yo, that's been episode 9 of Gas Me Up. Shout out Johnny420boi for pulling up, dog.
Anytime.
This man's gonna blow up, bro. And y'all go to his YouTube channel, subscribe, all of that, all his social media. And y'all make sure to comment, like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and stay tuned for that merch. They haven't hit me up, but it'll come out soon. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.